Saints and sinners, something within us. We are Lord of the Flies. Boys. Yeah. X Factor, boys. X Factor. Finally. Maiden's 10th studio album. 1995, man. We're here. We're here in the Blaze era, man. This was some dark times, man. Dark times for Steve Harris and the boys. You know, Bruce left. Martin Birch retired. Derek Riggs fucked off. Dark times, man. Dark times. They weren't performing to large groups of people anymore. They were more, condensed. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. It's pretty sad. But let's just jump straight into it. The artwork, first of all, is fantastic. It's got Eddie being mutilated and tortured in an Iron Maiden. You can look at that any way you want. But at the end of the day, all you're going to have is an idea and some fucking great artwork. The artwork's fantastic. Whoever did it, right up here, good on you. Good on you. You are fantastic. Fantastic. Next is the production. Once again, done by Steve Harris, mainly. Since Martin Birch retired, this dude did it. And yeah, it's not bad production. It's way too quiet, to be honest with you. I mean, I complained about Seventh Son being a bit too quiet, but this is just, especially the quieter moments on the album, which there's a lot of the songs do begin with a silent, mellow intro. Or acoustic intro, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's a light intro before getting heavier. And you can barely hear that in full volume. So that's one thing that you kind of hate. But besides that, everything else about the album sounds great. The guitars sound great. The drums, the bass, everything sounds great. There's nothing wrong with the instruments. Blaze's vocals sound fantastic. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with the production, besides it being just a fucking bit too quiet. But I'm not gonna knock it for that. I'm not gonna knock it. Now let's talk about the vocals, which once again are the thing to talk about. Blaze is not a popular replacement. I mean, even nowadays, where in my opinion he's singing better than fucking Paul Di'Anno and Bruce Dickinson combined. He's singing way better nowadays. Back then, not so much. On this album, compared to his solo material, you can definitely feel his vocals aren't fully developed yet. But he still pulls off some good shit on this album. His vocals were, they just worked. For this style of music, Bruce, I don't think would have had the same effect. Yes, Rock and Rio, Sign of the Cross, The Klansman, all that good shit he done brilliantly, no doubt. But this is Blaze material, and I don't think anybody else could have performed it just quite like Blaze. He's just got that heart and soul, which is something else that he really brought to the music. Steve Harris, which we'll get to later, he was at a dark point in his life, and Blaze managed to turn the lyrics that Steve wrote and just into pure emotion. I mean, you can just feel Blaze just pouring his heart into the music. It's a thing to behold, I'll tell you. Okay, what about the instruments? The band feel rejuvenated with Blaze. I mean, Blaze sounds like he's having fun. The entire band sound like they're having fun. I mean, Steve Harris is just fucking rocking the bass out. Yannick and Dave actually sound like a duo. Fear the Dark, they started to, and now they're finally a duo. Yannick is finally just fucking just belonging to Maiden. Once again, no replacement for Adrian Smith. But fuck, dude, Yannick's good. And Dave's good too, and Nico is just banging the shit out of his drums, and it really is just good. It feels like a revitalized Maiden, and not many bands could say that they have been revitalized on their 10th album. Right, let's talk about the writing. The writing is utterly brilliant. It's just brilliant writing. I mean, Sign of the Cross is just really it really goes up against Hallowed Be Thy Name and Rime of the Ancient Mariner for their best epic. It's the last it's the last original epic I think they ever done, or the last creative epic, if you will. Not saying their epics in later years are bad, just saying that they don't reach the level that the Sign of the Cross reached. Ooh, man, just everything about Sign of the Cross is amazing. I mean, I could talk about it all day. I mean, just the beginning with the fucking priests, which is amazing, and then Bruce's vocals, which are very light and just it's nice, and then he bursts in and he just starts singing and all that good stuff, and then the guitar solos come in with that brilliant guitar line. It's just everything about that song is fantastic, just fantastic. If the rest of this album was shit, and this was like the only good song, I would have been happy. I would have been pissed off, but I would have been happy that we found this gem. But there's so many others. Lord of the Flies, fantastic track. Yannick wrote the intro to Lord of the Flies, and it's very original. I've never heard like anything like that before. He kind of ripped Lord of the Flies off in pretty much all of his later work with Maiden, but still, it's a fucking brilliant track. What else? Look for the Truth, brilliant song. Bruce's vocals shine on that track. The lyrics are just amazing on pretty much every song. War and religion and all this good shit. Man, Steve Harris was going through a deep time in his life. You know, his wife and him got divorced, and a lot of other shit happened. Just a lot of shit happened, and he poured his heart into the music. Guys, this is epic. This just pretty much every song on here is brilliant. I mean, Mad on Edge, 2 a.m. Maybe they aren't the best tracks on the album, but they're still pretty good, solid songs. Ten out of 10, guys. This album is it's like when I said for Somewhere in Time. Not many bands can say they can pull something new out of the bag on their 6th album. How many bands do you know that can pull something completely new out of the bag on their 10th album? That's the thing with Maiden. Maiden throughout their careers pull things out of the bag and give us this awesome shit. And that's what the X Factor is. It's this fucking blessing that Steve Harris and Maiden wrote. And it's epic and it's awesome, and go listen to it. If you don't like the X Factor, give it one more chance, please, 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 please. Come on. 10 out of 10, guys. Hope you enjoyed that review. If you didn't, piss off. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Much appreciated. And cheers to the X Factor. See you guys.